Welcome back to Boring Reviews. Jodi here.
Nick here.
And today we're reacting to another
Russell Howard.
And I know this is pretty uncool, but I want to talk about how amazing the British police are. I mean, so uncool, but so amazing.
I guess. I'm assuming that this was recorded some time ago, and I understood 8 years ago. At least that was when it was posted. I know the two countries, U.S. and U.K., are different in so many ways, but we are always going to be linked together. Whether you like it or not, we're always going to be. And so, what was it, 10 years ago or something like that? The I Can't Breathe and all that kind of stuff, like police brutality and, especially racially, racial situations. So I wonder if there was similar, kind of like hate for the police at this time. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of that on this side of the pond, so to speak. And I've always personally had mostly positive experiences with police.
Yeah, so have I.
If I had any negative, then it would change my opinions probably entirely, right?
Yeah.
But I also have a lot of friends or acquaintances or people I used to be close with, years go by in space or whatever, that are also in law enforcement. So I kind of have that angle. So I'm excited to hear what he has to say. And plus, this guy's hilarious.
Yeah, he's
so I really
funny.
enjoy the way he gives his thingamajigs. That too.
If you like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel. We finally made it to 117,000 subscribers. It took us forever. Will you please help us to get to 120,000 subscribers by June? That smuggles. Please like it, subscribe. Let's begin.
Did you say that smuggles?
Did I?
I have no idea what you said.
I don't even remember.
I think she called you guys a bunch of muggles. Here we go.
I'm going to do something pretty uncool. I'm going to talk about how wonderful the police are in this country. Now, but think of the lack of respect we show them. What do we call them? The pigs, the filth, the rozzers, the fuzz. Here comes PC plodding his bacon wagon. What do we call them when we're in trouble? Officer. And I know my relationship with them is very different to you because I'm, of course, white. I've only had one run-in with the police. This guy came up to me in a massive machine gun and went, "Oi, can I have your autograph?" So what I'm saying, I'm not exactly 50 Cent. I've only been mugged once. It was the most middle-class mugging ever. My friend had given birth. I got her some cupcakes. I was walking up the hill to give her the cupcakes. And this man, I say man, he was 14. This 14-year-old white kid confronted me and went, "Oi, you better let me have one of them cupcakes."
No.
And I said, "Am I having this? That for my friend? She's just given birth." And this kid looked at me and went, "Oh, I'm sorry, tell her congratulations."
Yes.
What I'm saying is, my life is pretty safe. But the reason why I think the police are wonderful is the shit they have to deal with. Did you know a police officer in this country gets attacked every 20 minutes? They're protecting us from ISIS and muggings and acid attacks, and all the while they're getting punched and kicked and stabbed. And yet, we call them pigs. And people say, "Oh, comedians, the hardest job in the world." I couldn't deal with that. I don't even like getting tickled. Who does? There's 3 stages of tickling. I'm laughing, I'm crying, I've shit myself.
Okay.
But it's brutal. Not only are the police getting assaulted every 20 minutes, they're also getting attacked by the government. The Met were asked to cut £1.4 billion by 2020. They're being forced to fight crime on a budget. That's why they have to do ridiculous stuff like this. Instead of real police, we have pictures of police in shops to stop people stealing. Pictures!
No way.
How does that put someone off? "I better not steal. There's a drawing of a policeman." "Oh my God, there's a tiger over there." "No, Dave, that's Frosty." It's not just cardboard coppers. Because of budget cuts, you get headlines like this. Victims of crime are being asked to use Skype. Police in Leicester have only been investigating burglaries at even-numbered houses. And the most ridiculous, one force in Bedford is even considered sponsored uniforms. Sponsored police.
No way, it's
How
real.
does that even work? "Well, if it isn't the pigs, actually, it's the moonpigs.com. So how does it... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do say may be used against you as evidence. Dano. Now, what I would say, it's not all the government's fault. It is not all the government's fault. It's us too. We have to take responsibility. Because according to some police officers, 53% of their time was spent dealing with drink-related crime. Over half of their time is spent dealing with us when we're pissed. It's so depressing. The only positive is that's the one thing that the Daily Mail can't blame on Islam. That's the only thing. But it means, instead of dealing with things that matter, the police are having to deal with idiots like this. Come on! Who headbutts a telly? Now, don't get me wrong, having a drink can be wonderful. Everyone likes to see this. But we have such a messed up relationship with booze in this country.
It's so true.
Did you see this? Police are being sent to Ibiza and Magaluf to control drunk Brits abroad. How British is that? We have to take our own police on holiday with us.
This is my husband, Tony. This is my daughter, Sarah. And this is PC Watkins. He has to come with us, because when I've had a couple of Prosecco's, I try and chew people's faces off.
Oh, God.
I'm horrible. I got the rage in me. Normally I'm fine, but after a couple of them, I'll kill you. We waste... That was a bit real, wasn't it? We waste so... That was one of my aunties. We waste so much police time. And when we're not getting bollocks, we're ringing up 999 for pointless reasons. There was a woman who rang 999 because she didn't have enough sprinkles on her ice cream. Who counts the amount of sprinkles that they get on an ice cream? Just,
oh, there's only 78. It says hundreds and thousands on the tin. I'm getting the rage again. Not now, Watkins, not now.
What I'm saying is, the police are having a tough time because of government cuts, but also because we, all of us in this country, are behaving like dicks. Because every time we get too pissed and start a fight, every time we ring up 999 because we're upset Mr. Whippy didn't give us our num-nums, it stops the police from dealing with things that matter, like visiting an old lady who's been robbed, comforting a young woman who's been sexually abused, finding a lost child. They're under pressure, underpaid and underappreciated. And yet, when there's an attack, while we run away, they run towards it. During the London Bridge attacks, PC Wayne Marks received multiple stab wounds fighting armed terrorists with just his baton. If you don't believe... If you don't believe the police deserve respect, listen to his heroic account of that evening.
The first time I knew something was wrong was when I heard a woman scream. She's running towards me screaming until she sort of starts to stumble. And that's when I see the first one sort of gets hold of her and starts attacking her. I charged at him and I swang as hard as I could. Then while I'm fighting the first one, I get a massive whack to the right side of my head. It knocked the lights out of my right eye. I went blind straight away. Then I managed to look up and see the second attacker. I'm literally, with one eye, my baton in my hand, I'm going fighting left to right, left to right. My left leg's just wobbling. I'm thinking, what's wrong with my leg? What's wrong with my leg? I look down and I can see there's a knife moving up and down, moving up and down. And then I realised the first one had got back up and got back into the fight. And I'm just gushing, I'm pouring all over my hand. My uniform is pouring out all over the floor. I only had one voice in my head, and that was, don't go down. Some other officers start to show up, and these other two officers managed to get me on the floor. They sit me down. My one aim was just to keep people alive, and that's what I was trying to do.
I don't know anything about those attacks or about that story, but that got me.
Seriously.
Jeez Louise.
Seriously, and you know, he was funny about the whole situation until it's time to be serious, but
yeah,
he's not wrong. I mean, of course, there's always going to be, nobody's perfect. So you're always going to find those cops that are corrupt.
There's some bad eggs out there.
And you're always going to find teachers that are corrupt. And you're always going to find CEOs that are corrupt. And you're always going to find grocery store workers that are corrupt. Like,
no, it's just stretching.
Gosh. But you're always going to find corrupt people. And that's who you hear about. You hear about the bad ones. You don't hear about the good ones. And, you know, there are so many videos out there, at least for the U.S., where people are such jerks when cops pull them over. They scream, they yell at them, they run away, they throw things at them. Like, they give them such a hard time. And I just would never want that job.
And the thing is, like, I think sometimes, like, what he's talking about is they always go towards that danger. I mean, the majority of the good ones that are doing their job. And sometimes we think, like, they're just superheroes, or they got the vest on, they have the guns, so they have extra, like, they're leveled up, or they have more powers or whatever, but they're still humans with fears and anxieties, but, you know, it's their job to do. And so that's super impressive. Again, I love his brand of comedy because, like you said, he can switch from, like, the comedic side to the serious side. It was almost like a TED Talk he was giving there, which was kind of crazy.
Though.
But really, really enjoyed that. When he talked about the sprinkles thing, I was like, where have I heard something like this recently? But it was on a fictional show called Southland I've been watching about police officers, and the cops get a call to, I think it's a restaurant, and the people ran out of a certain type of food.
And somebody complained.
And this lady was losing their mind.
So apparently that happened.
They ran out. They ran out of stuff. And they're like, ma'am, I'm going to arrest you for wasting my time for coming down here.
Oh my God.
But, and there was another thing real quick where, like, you know, the kid calls the cops. You hear about that all the time. And they come and they get mad at him. Well, they find out that the mom's taught, see? When I called the cops, how fast did they come? So you're safe. And they're like, ma'am, you called us?
Oh,
and so the partner, the older, more veteran cop, he was so ticked he just walked away. And the other guy, the rookie, he had to, like, don't ever do that crap again. And so who knows? You know, who knows what kind of nonsense they have to deal with and whatnot. But that was hilarious. That was awesome. We hope you enjoyed our reaction to this. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time.
Goodbye.